Alright, so I forgot, so this will just be a quick thing. I got the guitar back on the projector for a quick second. Needed to put in the jack, right? So that's not drilled out yet. So I'm going to start by putting down the piece of tape that's here. This is a line that was applied to the guitar after a while. I'm not sure exactly when that was put on, but it looks to me like it's medical tape. So I've got my roll of medical tape, black medical tape here, and I tore off a piece. And that was put there to basically help, I guess, Eddie to locate where the jack was, right? So that he could find it, because it's on the edge of the guitar, right? So you have to trim this down just a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. So we're just going to put this there. And then that'll tell us where to drill the jack at. Now I'm going to compare that to the Pacer template that I made off the original B series Pacer to see exactly how close they are. Now I know they're really close because I've built these before for myself, but we'll just take a look at that. Alright, so I grabbed the Plexi template. In an earlier video I explained how I made these templates to build the guitar from an original B series Pacer Imperial. Anyway, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up too well, but on the template I have a scratched here a line where the jack is. So I'm just going to place this on the guitar, and lo and behold, it's perfect. The scratch is literally right in the middle of that black line that we just put on, that black tape. Alright, so I think we're good to go there. And we're going to bring it up to the table and drill it out. Okay, so we're continuing with installing the jack, and we've got one of these barrel jacks. I got this from All Parts. They can be found in a lot of places, but this one's from All Parts. Anyway, it's already got the shielded lead attached to it. And we need to drill out the guitar body for that, to accept this. So the first thing we need to do is determine, well, what's the diameter. So I've got my caliper set up, calipers, and I think we're right around there. And if I had my glasses on, I could probably read this. But it looks like 0.463. So we'll go to our bits. We know that's under a half. Turn on the light here. So let's try the 15/32 bit and see what that works out to be. 462. Bingo. Okay. So we have the bit we want to use. And what I like to do is, let me get the body here. It's probably particular to this jack, but if you can see, this jack doesn't exactly make it all the way through the guitar, right? So I don't really trust these threads. They're a very fine thread. It looks like something along the lines of maybe a 30 thread per inch. I mean, it's pretty fine. So for wood, no, not good. It really is something that you would require a machine screw, or machine nut rather, to go over, a fine nut. And since this is a little bit too short to make it through to screw a nut on, what I like to do is use epoxy to hold them in, and I've got some JB Weld here that we can mix up to do so. And JB Weld is really good stuff, so I really recommend that for doing what you want to do. Alright, so we have our line here to identify where the jack goes. I'm just going to kind of move it out of the way. And then we're going to use the sharp brad point of this to sort of, well, first pierce where we want the jack to be, right? So it's right about like that. So we're going to put it yeah, we're going to put it right in the middle. of the guitar. So line it up, make ourselves a little bit of a hole there, right? Okay, and I think it's probably a good idea to maybe remove that piece of tape, as we don't want to clog it up or mess it up with sawdust. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little box with blue tape as to where this thing should go, so we don't have to drop it down on the projector again. So I'm just going to kind of outline where this went, right? Like so. And then we know just to reinsert this piece of tape into that little notch that we've made with the blue tape. Now we can just go ahead and drill out the body to accept the jack with the bit that we've selected, which was the 15-30 seconds. Okay, gonna line up for our pin hole there, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and start drilling towards, at an angle towards the flat portion, sort of following this line, really. Now you see, when you've got a circle, you need a little bit of, I guess, calculus to figure out how to get the line perpendicular to the tangent of the circle, of the radius, but we'll just eyeball it. So right about there, I'm going to go ahead and just, now these bits are great. I mean, they're very sharp. Like I said, the the poplar has been dried perfectly, so it really does mill quite easily. I'm going slow with this. I'm going to back it out and clear some chips. Okay. Re-enter. Now we're starting to come through. And we made it through. Okay, so we have our hole ready to go. Place our bit back into our box so we don't lose that. Okay, clear out the chips. All right, now we can just test fit it. Make sure it goes in nice and easy. And it does. Looks good there. Okay, so now it's just a matter of mixing up some epoxy, so I'll move the body out of the way. And I'm going to cut some more blue tape to lay down to use as a mixing area. And I'll just leave it on the tape overnight, the leftover epoxy, as kind of a verification that the mix was good and that the epoxy dried well. Lots of fun watching people mix epoxy. Grab our guitar. I'm going to take this Q-tip again, and we're going to kind of insert it into the hole and apply it to the wood in there. That should be pretty good. And then we're going to apply a little bit to the tip here. That should be good. And we'll go ahead and put the wire through and slide in the unit. And that's about it. So we can let that dry overnight, and then, like I said, tomorrow, this is really a continuation of the video where we were putting in the claw. Tomorrow we're probably going to build this guitar out and put strings on it. So I'll see you then.